I'm from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Stanley Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Rugby, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Light Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music.
Spate, and this is FBC News. Tonight, Lautoka fire kills one. Inmates to be allowed home on weekends. And support reins in for the ban of UBAs. An elderly woman died in an early morning blaze in Vitongo, Lautoka today. The fire is alleged to have started at around 5 a.m. while the deceased 61-year-old Anil Anjali and 3 other family members were sleeping. Ellen Stalls has the story.
This is what's left of a 4-bedroom home that caught fire and allegedly claimed the life of an elderly woman. 30-year-old Simon Raj is the son of the deceased and was in the house when the fire started. Clearly still traumatized, Raj wasn't able to talk to us on camera, but was able to tell us what he could remember. After hearing the crackling sounds of the fire, Mr. Raj realized that his house was engulfed in flames. Instinctively, he grabbed his 6-year-old son and broke a window where they managed to escape. He then assisted his father, who was in the adjacent room. However, they failed to be able to save their mother. Raj and his elderly father tried their best to get their mother to safety, but the flames were so strong and the smoke had engulfed the home quickly. The police and other relevant authorities were on the scene to begin investigations as to what was the cause of the fire. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
The 29-year-old man who was alleged to have caused the death of a woman and her daughter over the weekend has been remanded. Sevenayam Bulanrandra has been charged with 2 counts of dangerous driving, occasioning death, and 1 count of driving without a valid license. Bulanrandra's plea has been deferred and his case will be called again on the 16th of next month at the Raki Magistrates Court for mention. Meanwhile, the actual driver of the vehicle who had allegedly allowed the accused to drive has also been charged with 1 count of permitting the driver to drive a motor vehicle without a license. An initiative that sees inmates getting time to spend at home with their families is well into its 3rd phase. The Fiji Corrections Services says its Sole Solevaki initiative is aimed at re-establishing the relationship between the Vanua Church and the general community to partner and network in a consolidated effort to restore the life of inmates. Anna Ravulo has the report.
The initiative, which has 5 phases, has already been piloted in the Southern, Western and Northern divisions. Inmates on behaviour get to spend weekends at home before returning to prison. There are certain conditions, however, one of which is that it only applies to those serving a 2-year prison term or less.
But still in incarceration, we assisting him on his farm. If he have a land there, we'll assist him on that. So when he discharged from prison, he have something to rely on, not from scratch again, from scratch.
The behaviour of these inmates will closely be monitored, and if the superiors are satisfied, they will be allowed on weekend release to continue work on their farms and be monitored by the village headmen or church leaders. FPC took the streets to see what the public thought of this initiative.
My opinion, I think it's very good so that the family can reunite with the inmates.
Helps them to release stress from prison, come back to their families at home to visit their families. Maybe some of them come to visit their friends.
I think it's not good because if they wanted to be with their families, they wouldn't have committed the crime in the first place.
The Corrections Service will continue to seek engagement with the community in giving ex-offenders a second chance at life and to inspire a ripple effect of concerted community action to support ex-offenders and their families. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
4 Tikinas from the province of Dakandrove have pledged their support towards the proposed ban of underwater breathing apparatus. A large number of fishermen have become reliant on UBAs as their source of income. However, with this ban, the Ministry of Fisheries has come up with other avenues of earning income. Sainiani Boila has more.
Representatives from the Tikina of Sabu-Sabu, Kumbulau, Wailewu and Nweni in the Dakandrove province, including a few traditional leaders, have supported the proposal ban of UBAs for fishermen around the country. Minister for Fisheries, Semi Koroila Bissau, said the use of these apparatus are detrimental to the health of those using it, and he is adamant of banning all UBAs.
It takes about 25 years for a young sea cucumber or beach dimmer to be able to come to a fully grown unit. So with the extensive use of underwater breathing apparatus, we have been totally just exhumed everything and used every resources that is available.
Koroila Bissau says there are other avenues of earning income from the ocean without the use of UBAs.
There are two issues. One, they can do free dive. If they do free dive, then they are only able to dive to certain depth. So the possibility and the sea cucumber and beach dimmer maturing to a good age is possible there. There are alternative type of fishing that we're trying to introduce in deep sea fishing by introducing feds and the associated fishing activities, deep sea fishing that is associating with positioning of feds. We can mark seamounts and leave buoys.
Koroila Bissau was inspired by stories of representatives from the Dakandrove. He adds that if this is practiced around the country, our ocean will once again be filled with healthy and rich marine resources. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, Ministry standardizes exams and exam markings, and fireworks and colourful lights despite wet Diwali night. Stay with us.
Music on Today FM.
Bula FM number 2 na sir. Iyo bula bina tango epeli untuk talitin na parang Bula FM na wo.
Number 2 na nga ng Bula FM no sur. Bula FM number 2 na sir.
Bula siya puni ba lambasa na ko bila merikibi Bula FM number 2 na sir. Talita itu nga lambas.
Bula FM number 2 na sir.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. The Education Ministry has confirmed that students who sat for Year 7, 9 and Year 11 examinations will receive their results in November. Few days prior to the release of the confirmed results, the students will be given a provisional result to allow opportunities for clarification on any marking issue. Shireen Shivan reports.
Teachers of respective schools have been responsible for the marking of exam papers for Years 7, 9 and 11. Using a standard marking guide.
What we have said to the school heads is that they need to organize themselves so that results are processed and given to the student before the school ends.
The Education Minister has also given his assurances that their plans are inclusive of schools in rural and maritime areas.
For those places where connectivity is pretty much zero, remote areas like schools in the Daribatu area, Sangani, Undu Point, and some of the maritime area zone, we have sent the marking guide by post on a flash drive, but password protected. As soon as the exam is over, we have informed them that that particular day on the particular radio station will be announcing the password so that they can use the password to open the file.
Year 7 and Year 11 exam results will be released on the 11th November, while Year 9 exam results will be released on the 22nd.
The years 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13, we have begun marking. In fact, for years 8 and 6 we have begun marking, and for years 10 we have started, And for 12 and 13, we're in the process of getting the papers as the exams are being done.
Dr. Reddy says results of the 5 external examinations marked by the Education Ministry will also be released before the end of the year. This is to ensure that students enjoy their school break and also give them ample time to prepare for the coming year. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
A total of 13,258 students from around Fiji will be sitting for the Fiji Year 12 certificate examination tomorrow. Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says he is confident that with their preparations and with the support from all stakeholders of education, all children will do their best. Dr. Reddy is requesting parents to tend to their child's needs and ensure that the right environment is created at home for the child to be fully engrossed in the examination process. The exams will be held in 162 centres around the country. Meanwhile, 17,065 students will sit for their Year 7 final exams from Wednesday. Vatukaloko village on Ovalau Island has a new communal centre thanks to the efforts of its villagers, a voluntary crew from Fulton Hogan Highways joint venture, as well as a team from the parent company Fulton Hogan New Zealand. Fulton Hogan also raised more than $200,000 for the project. Vatukaloko's previous centre was lost to tropical cyclone Winston earlier this year. FHH General Manager Duncan Fraser said that getting involved with the project was an opportunity to contribute to the community. The villagers have expressed their gratitude to be assisted by both teams from Fulton Hogan Highways and Fulton Hogan New Zealand. Save the Children Fiji will be having a children's forum in the north next month. Chief Executive Officer Iris Lowe Mackenzie says Save the Children Fiji does not want any child to be left out in trying to reduce violence against children. Mackenzie says there were positive feedbacks on the children's first ever two-day forum that took place last week.
So we're also going to have a children's forum in the north, and that's in line with the National Prevention for Child Abuse and Neglect Week that's happening in November 19th. So Save the Children will have a similar forum in the north. We're taking it to Savo this time so that children in the north can also participate.
The people of Lautoka still came out to mark Diwali and celebrate the night with firecrackers and lights despite the persistent downpour. FBC News journalist Ellen Stolz caught up with a few families who did not let a bit of rain spoil their celebrations.
The Festival of Light got off to a slow start, but as our FBC team soon discovered, the rain was never going to ruin the much anticipated Festival of Light.
Diwali preparation is very good. We are waiting for this moment for a long time, so he's came now, and preparation was going on from 2 months ago, and this month was very hard for us to do the preparation, and it's good that we were ready for that moment, what we were waiting for.
To Hindus, this annual celebration also symbolizes something deeper than just sweets and fireworks.
This Festival of Lights symbolizes once again a triumph of knowledge over ignorance, a light over darkness and good over evil. And as Fijians, we always look forward for this festival and reflect on our past and then move our beloved nations to the future.
To others, it's a time of reflection and the beginning of a new year.
Our big festival, and if any problem with anybody, you can forgive today, because this one our new year. From today we start our year.
The rain eventually died down, which allowed the skies to light up with light and colour. Ellen Stolz, FBC News.
Now to sports, here's Jamie with all the very latest.
Nagataki, and good evening in sports. After the break, hype builds for Melbourne Cup. And Lakemba wins Cricket Fiji National Championship. This and more coming up.
मैं जुगेन नंबिलो तालिब से रेडियो फिजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललेश है। हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फिजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं निंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें
आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से। मैं जब भी सुना रेडियो फीजी 2 सुना, रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
The Melbourne Cup final field that was released yesterday has been classified an open field. Unlike last year, there are no clear favourites. Meli Tavanga reports.
With the final 24 field which was decided yesterday, this makes matters a little clear. However, the Grants Waterhouse has received unanimous batting for the race.
When you oversee the field, there's 9 horses from Great Britain running in this Melbourne Cup. There's 6 Irish horses, 3 New Zealand, 2 German horses, 1 from Japan, 1 from USA, 1 from France, and only 1 from Australia, that's Jamaica. And when I say only 1 from Jamaica, Australia, Jamaica won the Cofield Cup, and it's got very good chance to win the Melbourne Cup.
Grants Waterhouse marketing manager Vijan Kumar says it could be anybody's race.
It's a world-known race. So in Fiji, there's a lot of people, they follow the Melbourne Cup. They come for a day only just to place bets on the Melbourne Cup for fun. And let me highlight that it's not, when you talk about betting, it's not you have to bet big. You can just bet as low as 50 cents and still get the excitement of the cup.
Kumar says tomorrow is building up to be a very interesting race.
And people want to bet on this Melbourne Cup. We've got a lot of outlets throughout Fiji for a temporary outlet for the Melbourne Cup only. So people can go nearest outlet and place the bets.
So if you didn't make it to Melbourne to experience it firsthand, you can catch the next best alternative on FBC TV at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
Newly appointed Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber is confident he can push Fiji rugby forward as he takes over from mastermind Ben Ryan for the next 4 years. The outgoing Hong Kong coach told South China Morning Post that he is ready to mould his methods around the super talent that the reigning Olympic gold medalists possess. The Welshman knows he has huge shoes to fill in taking over from Ben Ryan as coach of a Fiji side who are reigning Olympic and HSBC World Rugby 7 Series champions. He believes he has the tools to make the shift from a Hong Kong side on the way up to a Fiji side already admired throughout the world. The Lakemba men's cricket side defeated Sydney All-Stars in all-out for 159 runs this afternoon at Albert Park in Suva in the Cricket Fiji National Men's Championship final. The Samun Raunivundi-led side struggled in the first few overs as a couple of their batsmen received ducks, but they soon found their rhythm. Meli Tavanga tells us more.
Lakemba had the services of Fiji reps and squad members Penin Dakai, Tayone Mbatina, Chochim Bulambalavu and Fiji Under-19 rep Sowane Pomau. Coach Isoa Suka says this is a great achievement for them as it has been a long time coming.
We finally achieved our goal and our victory today, as I have mentioned to you on Saturday that we will win this tournament.
Suka says they will get together tonight to plan a celebration for their victory.
We have all Lakemba people here have planned to sit together tonight to plan the celebration for our victory this afternoon.
Best player of the tournament, Sydney's Imran Khan, says their opponent gave them a run for their money during the tournament.
Played really well, they bowled really well. They had us in all kinds of trouble at 6 for 30 odd, so hats off to them. They played an exceptional game of cricket. They fought with the bat after losing a couple of quick wickets. You know, the middle order got them to a decent score, and unfortunately on the day their bowlers were better than our batsmen.
The Lakemba coach adds their win means a lot to all the people of Lakemba, those that live in Suva and those back on the islands. Meli Tabanga, FBC Sports.
National Rugby League legend Brad Fittler has refuted claims that he and Andrew Johns were organising tournaments in Fiji for their own benefit. The claims were allegedly made by the Fiji National Rugby League. FNRL Chief Executive Officer Timothy Nalemba told a local newspaper that there were lots of issues involved in the matter. In response, Fittler says the parent body was making things difficult for themselves. He says they are here to motivate local players and give them hope within the fraternity of Rugby League that their career may one day see them featuring in the NRL and other countries.
The Fijian Rugby League and the comment of people flying in and flying out and taking money. I was unbelievably disturbed at those comments if they were aimed at myself and Andrew Johns, who have been coming out for 4 years. We've been doing this a lot of time off our own cost. We've been raising charity, we've been having charity events, raising money. So I found it absolutely disgusting if those comments were aimed at us, and they are unbelievably, totally incorrect.
A rugby player with links to Fiji has been accused of sexual assault in New Zealand. Kolonio Tamanito Kula appeared in the Gisborne District Court this morning for a sentencing indication, and the court lifted name suppression. The Mid-Canterbury player was arrested on 2nd October following an incident in Gisborne, a city in northeastern New Zealand. The Mid-Canterbury side had played a match in Rotorua against East Coast the day before. Tamanito Kula was charged with assault with intent to commit rape. He has not taken his plea and will reappear on the 4th of February. That was sports for this evening. Weather is up next with Jackie.
A trough of low pressure with cloud and rain currently over Fiji is moving eastwards and is expected to affect the group till later today. Temperatures were in their low 30s in most centres, with Suva and Savo the coolest at 28 degrees. For tomorrow, more rain is forecasted, but it should clear by the afternoon. And looking ahead to Wednesday, mostly fine over most places. Recapping the main stories for tonight. Lautoka fire kills one. Inmates to be allowed home on weekends, and support reins in for the ban of UBAs. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Results from last week's poll question we had asked, is the school zoning policy working? 92% said no. This week we are asking, is Gareth Baber the right choice for the Fiji Sevens coaching job? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. And as always, at this time of the year, we leave you with sights and sounds from around Suva last night during Diwali celebrations. Enjoy and good night.
I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Recreative Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Filipa from Tavor Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.